Older Friends with Benefits, a short story by M. Bradley McCauley. There are things our adult children do not want to know about us. They may speculate, surmise, or guess about something, but they don't want to hear it from us, especially our sex life, married or single. I happen to be single, divorced, not in a romantic relationship, but enjoying sex. My daughter Karen had to know something was going on between Bruce and me. She stopped by early one morning when we were having breakfast in my kitchen. Bruce cooked fabulous, perfectly over-easy eggs and fluffy pancakes drizzled with warm syrup. And his coffee-making skills are perfect. He brought me a cup earlier in bed. Great way to start my day. We were finishing breakfast when Karen came sailing through the back door, plopped her gigantic tote bag on the island, and without looking our way, poured a cup of coffee. "Mom, can you pick up the kids after school?" She turned and spewed coffee. Coughing and wiping her coffee-dotted blouse, she sputtered, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had company." She slammed down the cup, shuffled the tote onto her shoulder, gave a very weak smile, and left without saying a word to Bruce, someone she's known since she was 10. Bruce grinned that crazy, lopsided smile he has. I think she was a bit shocked to see me in boxers and T-shirt. I gave him a Tom Selleck loud sigh. I guess I'll be hearing about this later. Can you handle it? The grin changed to concern, creeping into his now serious eyes. I nod. I guess I should have told her, but there never seemed to be the right time. The kids are always around when we're together, and you know the old saying about little ears. His gentle smile told me he understood. I mean, it's not like we're in a romantic relationship or anything. I started clearing the table. Young people call it friends with benefits. He took the plates from my hand, put them in the sink, turned me towards him, and asked, "What do you call it?" His serious look deepened. I walked back to the table, picked up the serving dishes, walked away from him around the other side of the island. Why do we have to call it anything? I turned on the faucet, started rinsing the plates. Relationships require commitment. You and I had disastrous relationships with others after becoming single. You with Gloria, me with Todd. I realized I was slamming the dishes in the dishwasher. We need to talk about this later. I've got a scheduled tea time that I can't change. He walked toward the bedroom alcove. It's a commitment. I finished the dishes, cleared the crumbs off the table, and went back to the sink. Standing behind me, he whispered, "I'll call you this evening. I hope things go okay with Karen." He ruffled my hair and left. I spent the rest of the morning doing usual household routines and worked on what I would tell Karen. Later, I learned it wasn't the only thing I had to tell her. A call in the afternoon from my primary care doctor revealed I had symptoms of a serious illness. Tests were being set up. Karen didn't call. She texted me a neighbor was picking up the kids and taking them to her house. I guess she wanted to avoid talking about what happened that morning. Yep, there are some things adult kids would rather not know. Bruce called twice and left a message to call him back. I didn't. I was busy on the internet Googling lupus, autoimmune diseases, symptoms, natural healing, medical procedures, and joined an online support group for victims of the disease. I learned it could be treated, but not cured. About 10, when I was pouring my second glass of wine, the doorbell rang, followed by a knock. It was Bruce. "We need to talk." He came in, walked to the kitchen, got a wine glass from an overhead cabinet, and poured, raising the bottle in a gesture to see if I wanted any. I nodded and let him top off my glass. Pointing towards the living room, he slipped his free hand on my back, guided me to the sofa, nodded for me to sit, then sat at the recliner across from me. Did you talk to Karen? I shook my head, sipped the wine. Swallowing, I told him I had a busy day. He looked pensive. Monica, you know I care about you. I have since before our divorces and disaster relationships and all the ups and downs we both have lived these last 10 years. Had it been that long since Craig and I divorced? It was hard to believe. Monica, I'm not comfortable with our situation. He put the glass on a side table, stood, paced a few minutes, then sat next to me. We go to dinner, come back here, make love, and have breakfast. That's it. I want more. More? I gasped. I don't mean living together, at least not yet. He took the glass from me, placed it on the coffee table. I want a relationship with a commitment. I guess they say exclusive. We just date each other, and, he paused, and, I asked, I want a loving, caring relationship, not just friends with benefits. My mind stumbled over what he was saying and what I learned about lupus. I can't, Bruce. Not now. I'm sorry. Funny, I thought you were starting to feel the same way. I guess I was wrong. Oh, I have feelings for you, Bruce. I really do. I'm just not ready for a relationship. Are you seeing someone else? He stood abruptly. Monica, are you sleeping with someone else? I was stunned. No, how could you think that? I'm sorry, but why else do you not want a commitment? He pulled me into his arms. I'm in love with you. Looking down at me, he grinned. Sorry, I didn't mean for it to happen. His grin turned a somber mood lighter. I loved his smile. I loved his arms around me. I realized I loved him. I love you too, but I need time to work a few things out before I commit to anything. He held me for a long time. Take however much time you need. I'm not going anywhere except home. Tonight or after breakfast? He slightly released me. The questioning look was teasing and sexy. I remember reading lupus is not a fatal disease. With clinical help, it can remain mild. Besides, until the tests were run, I wasn't sure I had it. There was still the problems of telling Karen. The problem slipped away as his fingers slipped around my back. Do I get bacon with eggs in the morning? I murmured as his lips nuzzled my neck. His kiss told me I could have anything I wanted. And right then, I wanted him. The end.